In this video, I'm going to take a look at some of our Trex decking samples on a 98-degree day to see how hot this stuff really gets on your feet. In front of me, I have several different deck board options, and I have a heat gun that I'm going to use to test them to see how hot they are on the surface. Today is a 98-degree day, and I want to see how hot the surface gets, comparing it to darker deck boards over here to some of Trex's cooler options here on the left-hand side. So jumping into this first one, we have the Trex Transcend Lava Rock. Let's see how hot this is. 144, 145. And we'll jump over to one of these middle ones. Let's pick the Beach Dune. This one is 141 degrees. And then if we go over to Transcend Rainer and Island Mist, these are the cooler colors. These are clocking at 134 and 142. So they're not really that much cooler than some of the darker ones. The Trex Rainer was certainly the coolest of them all. Shoot this again at 134, but not a lot. So over 130 degrees, you could easily get blisters and burns on the bottom of your feet. So obviously pets as well, and not always thinking about their pads coming out in an area and walking on the deck, they could very easily burn them. So on a 90+ degree day, be very careful about walking out onto your composite deck boards because they could be very hot. So looking at concrete in comparison, so the concrete is 120 degrees, and this is bluestone. So the bluestone is 131. And I will tell you, if you put your hand on this thing for a couple of seconds, it will burn for sure. So be careful on hot days like this. Now that we've tested all of these samples, we're gonna test one more thing, which is the actual deck up here on the second floor. This has been sitting in the sun all day. Currently, it is 98 degrees. So let's shoot this and see how hot it is. This is 153 degrees. So the same deck board in the sample below was probably 10 degrees cooler. So 150 degrees undoubtedly will light the bottom of your feet up quickly. So the moral of the story here is to be very careful on hot days above 90 degrees in Northeast Pennsylvania. Walking out onto your composite deck boards can be very hot. You can end up with blisters on the bottom of your feet really quickly if you're not paying attention. So watch those kiddos, look out for the pets. And if you're selecting deck boards and you want something that isn't going to be as hot, then look into those lighter colors or some of the cool colors that Trex offers under their Transcend line. So hopefully this helps, and stay cool on the foot.